Today's video is going to be about how to make Berry D Brick peanut butter cookies. These are cookies that are of course based off of Berry D Brick from the Teching 101 channel. You're going to need a brownie pan that allows you to have individual squares. This is just one that I have found when I've been out shopping. For ingredients, you're going to need 3½ cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 8 ounces or 2 sticks of butter at room temperature. You're going to need them softened. Makes it a lot easier to mix. 1 cup of smooth, or if you would prefer it, crunchy peanut butter. 1 cup of granulated sugar, and then extra for rolling them. 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You're going to want to spray the nonstick pan, or if it is a nonstick pan, you may not need to worry about that. Either one, whichever one you want to do. And then for the eyes, you're going to need either M&Ms or Reese's Pieces or mini marshmallows or some other form of small round candy that you want to use for the eyes. And if you want to make it chocolate filled, you're going to need a small square or circle type piece of chocolate that you can put in the middle, of course. Whichever kind is up to you. I just use broken pieces of Hershey's candy bars and they work well. And then you are going to need either chocolate syrup or icing for the mouth. And that will be what you need for the ingredients. To start with, you will preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Sift together the flour, baking soda, and salt and set that aside. Using an electric mixer, or if you're brave, by hand, cream together the butter, peanut butter, granulated sugar, the brown sugar, and then add in the eggs and the vanilla and beat until that is well blended. Then gradually add in the flour mixture until it is thoroughly all mixed together. Then add in red food dye coloring until you reach the correct color that you want. And if you want to make berry rainbow colored, that might work, but that's up to you. And if the dough is too soft for rolling or too sticky, add in a little bit of extra flour or refrigerate for about an hour or so, depending on how much firmer it needs to be so you can roll it the right way. Have the pan ready and roll the dough into 1-inch balls. If you wish to make them chocolate filled, flatten them, put the piece of chocolate into the middle, and re-roll it. After that, regardless of whether or not you put the chocolate in the middle, roll the cookie ball, the dough, in a little bit of sugar until the outside is coated. Then push it into the brownie pan in the different square sections. Make sure that it fills to each side so you can get a nice square shape for the cookie, and put those all in the pan. Put them in the oven and bake for about 6 to 7 minutes until they're slightly puffed up. Remove the sheet, remove the pan, and gently add in 2 pieces of candy or marshmallows of your choosing into the top half of each cookie for the eyes. And then you can do matching eyes, or you can do different colored eyes depending on what you want to do for berry. Then return these to the oven for another 2 or 3 minutes or so, keeping a very good eye on them. Once you remove them from the oven, let them cool for a little bit so you don't burn your hands when you touch the pan to add on the mouths. Then let them, as I said, let them cool. Depending on how much time you have, you can either put them into your fridge or your freezer and let them sit there for a little bit, and that will help them firm up a bit. Or if you're in an area where it is cooler or colder, depending on the time of year, you can take them outside keep them covered to protect them from any animals or any elements, or put them in your garage for a short amount of time, depending on how cold it is, and leave them out there for about 5 to 10 minutes and then bring them back in. Then you are going to want to carefully use either the handle end of a spoon or a brush, depending on which kind you have, what you have, or which you would like to use, and paint on the mouth for a berry. Make them happy, make them sad, make them indifferent. It's up to you. Let that cool, and then remove from the pan. Put it in an airtight container and freeze. They will last for several weeks as long as you keep them in the fridge. And if you want to share them with your pets, just make sure that you don't add in any chocolate, or if you want to give, pet safe cookies, as I said, no chocolate in them. B, if you want to still be able to make them look like berry, just, find pet safe treats and put them in the middle instead, or put them on the eyes, depending on what kind of options you have for your pet treats. So those are how you make Berry D Brick peanut butter cookies. If you don't want them to be peanut butter, don't add in the peanut butter. So thank you. Bye.